welcome to another adventure. So it's day 2. Obviously it's the morning of day 2 and I'm just starting to pack up. I'm just going to have a coffee and yeah, get my bike loaded up and get up on the road. It's coming up to about 7, so I'd like to be on the road by about 8. So I'm just going to have a coffee or 2. I have got a dried meal with me. I bought 2 meals with me in a bag. So I've got 2 dry meals in here, 1 evening meal and 1 breakfast. But I didn't use the evening meal. I actually just had a sandwich last night, a few Pringles, a couple of beers. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have a coffee and then get on the way. Didn't have too bad a night's sleep. It was windy in the night and we did have a fair bit of rain, it seemed. It's drying out now, obviously sun's come out now. Gonna dry it off, but yeah, so I had a lovely comfortable night's sleep. So what I do when I'm on a trip like this, like minimalist trip, I bring just this real minimalist setup look. So I've got this is a CRF450 sort of mug pot that comes with a lid. And so that is my mug. So I'm gonna make a coffee now, I'm gonna boil it in there. And then I've got this is just one of my favourite bits of kit, which is this Goshawk stove. It's got a strange name, so I won't try and give the name of it, but I will put a link in the description to it on their website. I like this stove so much, I bought a second one just, you know, because they've got a lot of stoves on their website, but they're all sold out. So they're an Australian company, and you have to buy them from Australia and wait, you know, a week or so for them to be shipped over. But it doesn't cost a lot, so don't be freaked out when I say that, you know. So, but it's a great bit of kit because it compacts down to nothing. So I'm just gonna get that going. Right, so that's lit. So I've got this compact stove, and what I like about it, because it's an alcohol stove, it's got a sealed lid, so you can have a bit of alcohol in it ready to go. You've got a lid, and then this sort of windshield cum stand for travel. You turn it the other way around and it becomes much more compact, and then it easily all fits into there. So I'm just going to put that onto there, look, and then the lid on the top. So that's going to boil my coffee. And then what I do is I put one of these around the edge of the mug once it's hot, and these are called hot lips. So you get these from various places, made by Snow Peak. So you just put that on the top, because obviously the mug's going to be roasting. And then I've got some of these coffee bags, you know, so it's like a tea bag but coffee, and then a bit of sugar just to chuck in there. So this is like what I use as a pot grab. This is just, so you go in any sort of pound shop, you'll find these like silicone cake molds and things, and so I've just cut them up to make like a pot grab, a pot stand. Yeah, so when you're cooking and that, you don't burn anything and not burning the grass or whatever. And I always bring a chopping board, but that's just as a stand. It's, you know, obviously you could use it as a chopping board, but like I bought it today just as a stand, so it's like a minimalist table, if you like, because obviously when you're on grass, your stuff's always falling over. So, and then look, then alcohol wise, I've just got that. So, and that setup is less than sort of bringing my lightest gas stove and a canister, and it costs nothing, and it's obviously, unlike gas, it's easy to refill up a bottle of alcohol than keep faffing around with gas canisters. So anyway, so that's that. So I'm gonna finish charging up my GoPros so I can get on the road and I can do some filming. Yeah, finish off doing my admin, get packed up and get going, and look forward to day 2. Right, okay, catch you in a bit. Pick up the mic. Come on, you know you want to. Oh, come on, you silly bloody camera. There we go. It's picked up the mic. Right, as ever, last check of letter tent pegs, all that sort of thing. Yeah, we're golden. Right, so first I'm going to go and get a bit of fuel first. You only need a little splash. and then I can get on the way. And does it automatically open on exit? I don't know. Yeah, this is Sainsbury's just round the corner, so if I nip there, get some fuel, maybe there's a squirrel bar to stick in my bag for later. Right, so I've got a bit of fuel and a couple of chocky bars. Like, squirrel bars were like £1.50 for a bloody squirrel bar. Whenever I go into like places like B&M, I come away looking like a flapjack addict. Okay, so we've just come past, just come over the A1 as we've come out of Hoddesdon, and so just come past Hoddesdon Wood to the west of town. So we're just sort of heading sort of south-westish now, westish, heading towards Hatfield. So I'll pick up our first lane just round the corner. Public byway. It's obviously still quite early, and so it's not warmed up yet. So I'm just the wrong side of perfect temperature-wise. I've got a jacket in my bag, just a little waterproof. So it's probably going to get warm soon. So definitely yesterday was pretty easy. There was one or two lanes where they were just a little rutty, but generally very easy going. Good big bike territory, sort of a lot sort of just like this. So if you're a bit of a novice rider, or you've got a massive bike, you're looking for something simple to do, then so far this has been pretty easy going. Ooh. We do love a tractor. So what we've got here then? What we got? I don't know what that one is. Could be a Matthew Ferguson. Oh, see, look at that one in the back there. It's a David Brown. So those that don't know, David Brown make tractors. And DB Cars, that's where it comes from, David Brown. So he went from making tractors to making flash sports cars that James Bond might drive. Right, okay, might be a ford down the bottom of this. Bit of a steep hill. Oh, this is pretty beautiful. It's very beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, down there it is, look.
drivers are in there.
Top! Film unit. Site recce for what, I wonder? That explains the buses. Gravelly stuff again. Go on, squirrel. This is a bit loose. And out onto the road. It's cooled off a little bit since this morning. I might have stopped putting my jacket on. Right, just whizzing along there, and I noticed a sign or a cafe that said cafe open. Yeah, Sunshine Cafe. Let's go and have some breakfast, a cup of coffee. Where am I? I think I'm on Hatfield Road, just off Hatfield Road, St Albans. Well, I can definitely recommend that Sunshine Cafe. It's bloody lovely. Is that it? Yeah, public byway. Oh, it's a bit rutty. Bit of a gnarly one. This is definitely the sort of trickiest lane we've done so far. I mean, it's not, you know, for an experienced rider, it's not particularly tricky at all, but if you're a novice, I'll stop and point it out at the end just in case you did want to avoid it. It's not bad at all. If you go in this way, you're going down the hill, which is always easier with those little drop-offs. When you get to those little things, you just give a little tweak of gas just to keep the front end a little lighter and higher, then you'll be fine. Damn, I've got to go up there. Can't be right. Where does this go then? Alright, yeah, that is that is quite tricky for a novice. Where am I? Please do not cross. Ah. It's like they're investigating something. Let's have a nosy. Interesting. There's a few police cars down at that end. I can't help but think of that classic line from Hot Fuzz now.
Yeah, accidents happen all the time. What makes you think it was murder?
Because I was there! Yeah, it's been lovely so far. It always just gets to me, you know, it pisses me off when you, here we go, up here. When you come down south, all the bloody fly tipping everywhere. Let's get in the middle for diddle. But apart from that, yeah, it's been grand. I think my map just said that this was the Chiltern Way. What's this then? Fascinating. Right, looks like the next trail goes up a hill. Possibly a ford down here. Oh no, there's the water. Wait, that made the back end step out. So can you hear the revs on the bike? It's sort of in a nice sort of easy zone. I'm not making the bike work too much. So therefore it's easier for me to control it. A bit tricky, that one. Oh, this CRF just wants you to ride quick, man. Right, the media gods are just pissed on my chips because my GoPro's gone missing, which is what I sort of do all my non-bike shots on. So thankfully I downloaded, just because I wanted to have a look at it, one shot I did yesterday at a ford, but the rest I've lost, which is like all the opening sequence from yesterday. But not a lot else. It was a knackered old GoPro, so I'm not going to cry too much over it. Oh, what a bastard, eh? Right, so just come through Baldock. The wind's proper got up now. I mean, I'm not particularly high up here. Yeah, so just come through Baldock. Sort of heading over towards Royston now. Miserable fuckers. Jesus Christ. It's like downtown Beirut here. What's going on? Somewhere. Is it there? Yeah. Right, so I reckon we've got about 30 miles left to go. Still a nice few lanes to do though. Alright, so that must be M11 over there. I think it's Newport that we're heading into now. First one in a while, this. Let's see if it's doable. So what I've got is this, look. Overmont. It's a little handsaw. From Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. So I used to carry a little, you know, like a little gardener's handsaw, but it used to take forever to cut through things, but this is pretty good. Let's do it there. There you go. Didn't take too long at all. Woo! Right. Good deed done for the day. Right, so this is Thaxted, and this is definitely a pretty little town to stop and have a bit of a wander around. I mean, look at this old medieval church here. Lots of old medieval buildings, and it's probably most famous, I think it's called the Town Hall.
it's just down here on the right. I shall point it out. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful little town. Yeah, and here it is, look. I mean, look at this. So I was reading somewhere the other day, I was Market Harborough, and it said they had the bit underneath so people could gather there. So beautiful. I think we're just about to get onto the last lane. Yeah. So not far from Halstead now, which is a good job because my fuel lights come on. So I've done about 100 miles today. Good for at least another 30 miles, so I'm not worried about that. Is that a deer in the middle of the track? Is it death? Hey, you. Well, I hope you've enjoyed these this couple of days out on the bike, on the trail. I was desperate to get out in the tent, do a bit of camping, not been for a while, so yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that bit of it. I probably enjoyed yesterday a bit more than today, although the trails in places were better today. I'll be honest, I've not enjoyed this loop, let's say, as much as the last one round the Robin Hood loop, but it's been good. I think the difference being is because I'm on the CRF and you just don't enjoy the road as much on the CRF, and there is, you know, as you'd expect, a fair bit of road, so yeah, but overall it's been great. Definitely nice to get out and camp. I've got to say, those Acercis shorts that I was on about that I've been wearing, I mean, no doubt they give you some good protection, which is why I bought them, but the cycling seat bit in them is not making much difference at all with this this saddle that I'm on at the minute. Absolutely killing my backside. I'm ready to stop and ready for a beer. Right, so that's the last bit of trail. It's down here now into Halstead. Yeah, so as ever, anything I think that's useful, I'll put a link in the description. I'll put a link to the GPX file so you can go and download that. You don't need to sign up to Dropbox, and if you can't do it, you're doing something wrong. Yeah, and other little things that I might have mentioned, and other bits and pieces, bits of kit, the tent, those Acercis shorts, etc. I'll stick a link in. Any questions? Just, you know, whack in a question about kit or anything else, and I'll try and help as much as I can. But obviously, just appreciate, you know, I've got a job, I do work, and but I will get back to you as soon as I can. Right, okay. So this is me, and petrol station's at the end of this road. So I'll say my goodbyes. So thanks for coming along. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the vlog and the videos. Hopefully, I'll see you back on the channel again soon for some more adventures. Or if I don't see you back on the channel, then maybe I'll see you out on the trail riding your bike. So from me, from Mike, from Halstead, and from doing the bit of a Hertfordshire loop, I'll see you again. Okay, bye for now.